alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. Something changed in the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I could get used to this. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. Well, I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Shotgun by George Ezra. Amazing song for beginner guitar players. 4 chords all of the way through. All you need is C, F, A minor and G. There's lots of different strumming patterns that work real good. It's also, just as a little note here, it's a good one for intermediate guitar players that want to work on their bar chords, because they will be not having the capo on and playing F bar chord, B flat bar chord, D minor to C. And because it's bar chords all of the way through, it's actually a really great workout for intermediate guys and girls working on their bar chords. This lesson, I'm just going to be working through the beginner version of it. If you're an intermediate guitar player, you've just seen the chords and you should be able to know those shapes. F, B flat, D minor and C. So you would go off and just work on that. You can watch the rest of the video if you want a little bit more inspiration for different strumming approaches and stuff like that, but I'm mostly going to be going through the beginner one. Let's get to a close-up. So the chords you need are C. Remembering to mute the thicker string there when you play your C chord. It's a common beginner mistake. Next chord is an F major 7. Now you can either play F major 7 like this. This was the super easiest option, so just moving second and third fingers down one string, making sure you don't play the thickest 2 strings. They sound really horrible with an F major 7. So third finger can touch the thicker string and then just don't play the thicker string, because F major 7 with knee on the bottom isn't a pretty sound at all. You can also go for this option, which is a nice one. Again, third finger mutes the thicker string this time. We've got 3rd fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open. If you're real clever, you can reach around and grab the bass note with your thumb as well. Grabbing the bass note with the thumb is not a recommended beginner technique, but just in case there are more advancing beginners watching this video as well, you might choose that as an option. If all of those are a bit of a struggle, or you want to work on it, you could play just a regular bar chord F. Okay, if that's, especially if you're at the point where you're wanting to work on getting to your F chord, this is a good song for that one as well. So my recommendation would be to start with the super simplest strumming ever, just 4 down strums to the bar with the F of your choice, then A minor, which I'm hoping you're all familiar with, and G. I tend to use this G with using 3rd and 4th fingers, but you could use 2nd and 3rd, you could use that one, you could use that one. Doesn't really matter which of the G's that you use, it's just a personal choice. I feel like using 3rd and 4th finger is the easiest one relative to the rest of the chords, but that's the only choice. So super simple strumming, C, 2, 3, 4, F major 7, A minor to G. Then you could start to work on the singing if you're going to. Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gonna hit the A minor, gonna hit the G. C chord changed in the atmosphere, F chord here, unfamiliar, A minor. I could get used to G. The C flies by in the F major 7. Stick to A minor and you'll see what I G. There's a C chord top that F major 7's dreaming of. If you A minor me, you'll know what I'll G. 'Cause I'll be riding C chord underneath the F major 7, feeling like A minor or G. And I'll be riding C chord underneath F major 7, feeling like an A minor to G. So that should be first step. Decide on which particular chord grip you're going to use, and feel free to change it later on, by the way. If you start with one and you're feeling like, oh, maybe I'll try using that other version of the F or the other G, it's totally fine as well. But start with the real simple strumming, particularly if you want to sing. It's really helpful for the phrasing so that you figure out where the chord changes and the strums fit with the lyrics. Okay, I always do that when I'm learning a new tune like this. I sit down and just play it super straight, and I think more about the singing then, because I can automate that super simple strumming a little easier. Now, if you want to experiment with strumming patterns, there are lots of different strumming patterns that you could use here. Pretty much any one that you've learned from my beginner course would work on this one. So you could use it as a vehicle for practicing your strumming. But a real nice one that sounds a little bit more like the record, which is one I introduced in grade 3 if you're doing my beginner courses all the way through. And that's having a muted strum with a little bit of an accent on 2 and 4. So what I'm doing is I'm letting the palm of my hand, like the karate chop, into just past the bridge. It doesn't want to be too far, but you just get clicks and you can't be off it. It doesn't work. So it's finding that little spot where you can still hear the chords. And I'm doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2. So on 1 and 2 and like this, I'm just doing a little strumming the bass notes of the chords. And then on 2 and 4, I'm pushing through, strumming a bit more. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's pretty much what I hear going on the record, this sort of part. I think he's using probably the bar chord version, not the capoed version, but it's that feeling. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All down strums. And I'll be riding shotgun underneath the shotgun, feeling like a song. It's only got 4 chords and I still managed to get one wrong. Now, what I'd recommend, particularly with songs where the chords are the same all of the way through, if you do the same strumming right the way through, gets a little bit sleepy. So you want to think about doing something different for the choruses. If you're doing the palm muting thing for the verses, real great chance as soon as you get to the I'll be riding shotgun, just lift off the palm mute. Underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. And then when you go back to the verse, it's got that real nice little shift. Now it's nice and muted, you can hear what's going on, the lyrics are a little bit more complicated so people can listen to what you're singing about. And then the bit where you want them to sing along. Gun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone, and it gets bigger. Da, 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 da. You could change up the strumming pattern or just lift off the palm mute, keep the same thing with the accent on the 2 and the 4. You know, it's up to you again. When you're doing a cover version of a song, don't feel like you always need to play it exactly like the original recording, especially for a beginner. Just explore the tools that you've got in your toolkit. Try different strumming patterns. Try doing it fingerstyle. See if that works. Just explore it and experiment. It's music. There aren't any rules as long as you like the sounds that you make. That's the big key thing. Well, I think we're about there for this song. I really hope you enjoyed the lesson. Remember, there are thousands more songs over on the website, and you can filter them by the chords that you know, or by the level that you're at, or by the artist that you like, all of that sort of thing. It's a lot easier to find songs that are going to be applicable to your level and that you might like over on the website than it is just searching over on YouTube. Although, if you happen to be on YouTube right now, I really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. If you dig what I do, the support means a whole lot. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll see you for plenty more lessons very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.